Right, in today's vlog, my friends, we've got M Guy with me here. And what are you doing to me? Why have you brought me here? Look at this.
I know, this is
Aston Martin here. I know this is not the same model that James Bond drove. This is the DB6, isn't it? I think, and I'm sure you'll correct me in the comment section down below if I'm wrong, but he drove a DB5. But still, this is an absolutely gorgeous car. Now, in today's vlog, we're actually going to show you around this place. There's some nice classic cars here, and we're also going to go for breakfast as well. So we'll probably get you to do that thumbnail again.
Sure, I'm used to it now.
You're used to it now. Anyway, we're going to have a little fun today, and we've got a little surprise for you as well, because we're in your car, aren't we?
Yeah.
In your classic car, which is an MG, isn't it?
It is.
A proper MG, not one with batteries in it, like Morag drives. You'll know Morag if you watch the channel, and Morag you're probably watching. So watch this closely, because this is a proper MG. Okay. Anyway, if you're new to the channel, do hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications of when I upload new videos. Subscribe to this guy as well. He is M Guy. He needs no introduction. His link will be on the end and in the description down below. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. Right, I think before we start the video, you don't want to see my boat race. You want to see a few of these cars, classic cars, and believe me, there are some amazing ones. I'll put a link to this place, by the way, in the description down below. It's called Classic Throttle Shop, which is not easy for me to say. Anyway, take a look around. Right, okay, you do realise you won't be able to stand up again in a minute.
I know.
So it's all right, bend it down to camera like that.
Bad knees.
Now then, question for you.
Yes.
Which car out of all those classic cars there would you have out of there?
It's really tricky. I want all of them, really. That's the trouble.
Just by the garage,
Yeah.
by the business.
I think I like the 550 Maranello.
Right.
The Ferrari 550 Maranello V12 Ferrari gated manual.
Yeah.
Can't beat that.
Can I have two?
Two.
Yeah, two. Yeah.
Oh, a second one.
Yeah.
Okay. I know you're not a fan, but I'd probably go for the Aventador SV, the Lamborghini.
Interesting. Well, I would go for, tell you what I'd go for, I think you already know. I'd go for that Porsche upstairs, the 911.
Yeah.
That was the turbo.
No, it was the Carrera 4S.
No, Carrera 4S, sorry.
Yeah.
The Carrera 4S. But for the one that I'd keep as my Sunday car. I'd keep it for best. Is the Aston Martin, the DB6, wasn't it? Absolutely gorgeous car. That's classic. And really, that shows you that these cars are still here years and years later.
Yeah.
But would you see a Taycan in there in, like, say 20 years time or 10 years time? You won't. There won't be a Taycan in there.
I don't think there'll be any classic EVs. That's
No.
the question. That's the answer. I don't think there'll be any classic EVs.
But I think the nearest place that you'll find a classic EV is in a landfill. Anyway, we're going to now try and get into your MG midget, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm not a midget. I'm 6'4.5". So a giant getting into a midget. Sounds a bit odd, that, doesn't it? Onwards, my friends. Right, so giant, 6'4.5". This is midget, and I have to say, by the way, look at this, absolutely gorgeous. And by the way, you saw there the MG badge, right? That's stolen now and put on to a battery-operated milk float. Absolutely ridiculous. This is an MG. This is an MG, and I'm going to say to people who are MG now, right? In the words of what's her name? Who's the girl who, the activist girl? What's her? Greta Thunberg, right? How dare you!
How dare you!
You have stolen my past.
You have stolen my dreams.
Look at it. But the funny thing is now, though, we're going to try and get into this. So give us a thumbs up for the laughs, all right? Right. This is going to be slightly embarrassing, but I don't mind taking the mickey out of myself. So here we go. Right. So 1 foot in. I've got basically size 13 feet as well. All right. So this is. Oh. Now I've just got to get my leg in. Get my leg over. Pardon the pun. Here we. It's this bit where I've got to get my foot, because that foot, if I pull that toe back there like that, and then get in there like that, and then I've got to get the seat belt now as well, which doesn't pull automatically. I think they're just like loose, and then you have to change it to the size of what you are, etc. So I'll put that. We can just get that back there like that, and then I think that's strangling me a little bit. Oh, so were people smaller back in the day? Hang on, I think that is actually strangling me a bit there. Might have to just change that a little bit there like that, and then I get the door shut. Ouch! Watch my leg. I think I'm in. See, that was easy. That was easy. Classic cars. So this is what I mean about classic cars, right? You can imagine being in here, having Blondie playing on the radio there on the stereo, you know, from the 70s kind of music, because everything was better back in the day. Music was better back in the day. Cars were better back in the day. I mean, everything. TV was better back in the day. TV now, it's all reality game shows with women with inflated lips and enlarged breasts, and back in the day, you'd got Knight Rider, Street Hawk, Airwolf, you know, Starsky and Hutch, and all the things like that. What have you got now? Housewives of New Jersey or whatever it is. They just basically look like an inflatable doll. This is where it's at. Nostalgia. And that is why everybody talks about the 80s. There's radio stations with the 80s, radio stations with the 70s. And the reason behind that is because modern day, like electric cars and TV and music, is garbage. Sound like my dad. What's interesting there is we pulled up at the lights, didn't get this on camera, but this guy pulled up in this truck, was it? Or what?
It's just a ute.
Like
yeah.
a ute.
Yeah.
And he said, nice ride, nice ride. Now, again, you wouldn't get that in a Tesla, would you? You'd probably get somebody going, mate, your car's on fire. Right, so this is the embarrassing bit now, where everybody laughs at me as I get out of the car. Let's try and undo this first. Don't laugh, please. Why am I saying that? Right, I'll put the seatbelt back there. Here we go. And I'm just going to find the door handle. You might want to watch this. It'll make your day. Here we go. Here we go. So I'm now just going to try and just get out. So I need to just get that foot in. Hang on a minute. My foot's stuck there and I have to watch the door. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. Watch the handle. Watch the door. There we go. Now I need to try and get here. I can do this. Oh, I did it. Did it, eh? Whew. Nostalgia. It's
Talk about nostalgia. I had a
nostalgia.
it's a midget.
Oh,
Yeah.
I had a
there we go.
Oh yeah.
late 60.
Breakfast time. Right, okay, so giant getting out of a midget. Unbelievable. Oh, that's now I'll have that car. I'll have that one. Right, so here we are in Piato, or as if you're from Mansfield, Piato. We've now crossed that line, really. We've crossed that line because I've said this before many a time. We're now on 11:42, but where does breakfast end and where does lunch start? That's the question. There is a time there, and there's that little bit. We're at that bit in between, I think, because 11:42 is kind of, it's brunch, isn't it, kind of thing. But anyway, have a look at the menu while we peruse it ourselves. Right, okay, so we've got San Pellegrino here. I've gone for a glass of wine, and also I've gone for the penne bolognese, which I believe is like tubed pasta or something. Normally, I mean, that's pretty posh for me, because normally I go for alphabet spaghetti by Heinz. That's about as posh as I get. And I always used to, as a kid, used to spell out rude words on my plate and leave them for my mum, which used to go, Lee! And I'm going to let Simon tell you what he's had.
Well, I think I'm going for the pappardelle, which is like ribbon pasta, I think, with a ragu, which is kind of like a bolognese sauce. So it's kind of similar.
Lamb.
Lamb. Yeah, that's it. There's lamb ragu. That's it. Yeah, that'd be really nice. That'd be cool.
And can you tell the viewers what car's just pulled up behind you?
Oh, bloody Tesla Model S, by the looks of it.
Hope it doesn't sound fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, so first things first, we've got the hummus and the dip. Looks like ice cream, doesn't it? Looks a bit like ice cream. But anyway, we're going to eat this and then we're going to go to mains. And I think we might have to get Simon to do his thumbnail, you know, in front of everybody. See, he doesn't always do the serious bit behind the microphone. You've got to give him thumbs up, and he did get cred for the last one, actually. He got a lot of respect for that. Anyway, see you guys in a minute. Right, the goodies have arrived. It looks very nice. It looks very nice indeed. So I think we'll get Simon to do his thumbnail.
I know what to do now.
You know what to do?
I know what to do.
Okay. You got to do the noise though. One more. Right, well, I'm not going to do a thumbnail because my thumbnail's going to be, I mean, listen, I've already made a fool of myself. It'll be something to do with the car. So, but you know, I can do it ooh, like that for you if you want. If you want to say ooh, but I won't actually use my thumbnail. Give this guy a thumbs up because I mean, come on, he's a serious YouTuber. He's not a buffoon like me with a phone on a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Right, well, I'm just going to eat this now in peace. So, do you know what? I'm confused. I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with it. I'll tell you why, because it's not fish and chips, is it? There's no batter on it, so I'm confused. Slightly confused. Oh. Very tasty though, that. Yeah, that's nice. Now either I've shrunk or you've grown or I'm stood on the road and you're stood on the curb.
Yeah, that's more like it.
I'm not getting back in the car because we're going to wind it up because I'm heading back over to the city. However, what a great time today.
Yeah.
Great cars, good food and good mates. So we're going to wind the video up here. Marks out of 10 for your food.
I reckon a good solid 9.
I'm going to go with that. Good solid 9.
Yeah.
Excellent food. Really enjoyed it. What was it called?
Piato.
And where are we?
We are in Blues Point Road in McMahon's Point.
So there you go. And I'm not going to go back in his car because I don't think I could get out of it. So I'm taking a Mazda this time. So thanks for watching. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to this guy, and we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.